Hey, what's up guys? Alan here with eatsleeptrade.net. Going to be bringing you guys the swing trading watch list and market update for the week of January 17th, 2017. So last week was pretty exciting week in the markets and we had a pretty decent rally. So we're going to take a look at the SPX and talk a little bit about the S&P 500. And as you guys can see here, sectors are performing very well. So you can see on a 1 month, 3 month, and 6 month time frame, we've got a lot of strong sectors. Those are going to include conglomerates, finance, basic materials, and even healthcare a little bit if you want to get into there more on the shorter term. If you guys appreciate these videos, please do me a favor, hit that like button down below. Leave me a comment, let me know what you guys got on your watch list this week. Alright guys, so first up, let's go ahead and talk about the S&P 500. As far as the chart goes, it is really holding up pretty well. We're still holding that 20-day moving average as we've been closing above that so far. And we've also held this trend. So each time we've dipped down to that initial trend line, buyers have stepped in and really bought the dip, and that's pushing up towards a bigger breakout right now. So we're just going to take this resistance line and basically just bring it straight across here, and that is the area that we need to get above now. And that's what we need to watch for in the market. We've got our 20-day moving average support, we've got our trend support. Now we just want to see that breakout over a resistance, and we could really start to see a nice market rally. Alright guys, first up, let's take a look at AEL. I really like this one as it's set up again and just made a move Friday over this 23.25 resistance area, making kind of a nice breakout there. It held that 20-day moving average, put in a nice hammer candle with decent relative volume right before it made that push. So I want to see if we can get a continuation on Tuesday, maybe even get lucky enough to see a pull back to this 23.25 area and then a red to green push up over Friday's high, and a nice continuation move. We had AEL on watch list all the way back here looking for that 18.25 breakout. Unfortunately, again, it wasn't easy to trade that because it had that big sell-off right before, but it did make a nice move and rallied quite well. So want to see if we can maybe make some type of move like that if we do get some big volume coming in, and especially with breaking above that resistance area there at 23.25. Let's take a look at ASB. ASB, you can see the obvious nice uptrend that it has. You've got your 20-day moving average support up here right now. So if that holds up, that's going to confirm, just that strong trend is going to continue. And we got a nice multi-top resistance here right around 25.40. So that's going to be the key break. We want to see that 25.40 break with some good volume, and that could give us a key entry with a good risk reward, risking, just below that 25.40 area. Take a look at KATE. Like this one just because of the big pop that it had on volume a couple weeks ago, and it didn't fall back down. So it's actually holding up pretty nicely, and we've got that cross of the 20-day moving average above the 50-day moving average, and it has been quite a while since you've had a confirmed cross like that. And it seems to be making a pretty nice flag. So we'll just check that out into next week and see if we come out of this consolidation and start making a move back up towards the high around 1950, just below 1950. Let's take a look at KBH. You can see it's making this nice consolidation or wedge pattern around this 1650 area. So going to keep it on watch. Big relative volume, which is really what kind of put it back on my radar. So just want to see if we break out above this set of lower highs, and if we do, that could set us up for a nice rally move like we had back here at the beginning of December. Let's take a look at MU. So we had a nice earnings gapper back when they released on the 21st of December, and the chart has since pulled back, now sitting right at that 20-day moving average, putting in a nice little hammer candle with decent relative volume. So this could be a very good reversal point on this chart here, and if it does reverse here, we got a good shot getting back towards this 2350 and maybe even a breakout up over that area. So I'm going to have this on close watch on Tuesday to see if we do get a continuation move start coming back up, as that gives us such a good entry and a really good risk reward, with a strong support area, not only on the gap support if it does test that low, but the 20-day moving average as well. So let's take a look at OZM. Traded this one a while back and actually nailed a pretty big breakout on it, so I was pretty happy about that. Hopefully you guys were able to trade along with us on there. Sold off pretty hard after that, but now it's coming back up on the scam because it has this inverted head and shoulder pattern, as well as nice relative volume that came in last week. The 20-day moving average is crossed back above that 50-day moving average, so it could signal a trend reversal here. So let's watch this 340, 350 area, see if we start to pull back, hold that 20-day moving average, and if it does come back up to here, that could set us up for a pretty big, decent breakout. And not a lot of strong resistance up through this area, so that could set us up for a fairly decent move. Let's take a look at REN. I like Ren here, just under 43, so going to basically be watching for a 43 breakout. It's consolidating now, and it's putting in nice higher lows, and also just kind of climbing right up that 20-day moving average and holding it pretty well. Nice long-term uptrend, so pretty strong chart overall. And if the SPX especially sees some strength into next week, I think this can definitely start getting a move up above that 43 area. Next, let's take a look at TTMI. Nice setup here. We've had a couple trades in this one, and they worked out pretty well for us. There was another nice breakout that we didn't get, but definitely made a nice move on the earnings, and now it's kind of set up again right under this 1470, 1465 area, which is going to be pretty major resistance into 52-week highs. You can see the relative volume that it had, fairly a couple weeks ago. But since then, the chart's been holding above that area, and again, it just looks primed for a possible breakout over this 1465, 1470 area. So that's what we're going to watch into next week and see if we can get that. Alright guys, that's going to wrap it up for the swing trading watch list and market update for the week of January 17th, 2017. If you guys appreciate these videos, please do me a favor, hit that like button down below. Of course, just leave me a comment if you got any questions or suggestions, and let me know what you guys got on your watch list going into next week. If you haven't already, as always, hit that subscribe button, and of course, don't forget to check out the website, eatsleeptrade.net. From there, you can follow me on Twitter, as well as like our Facebook page, so you can stay up to date on all the stocks that we are watching and trading. All right, guys, good luck in the next week. Be safe, and I'll see you in the next video.